am coming to you live today just to talk about what it means to be in spiritual alignment. As metaphysical people, as Jesus followers, getting into that alignment is really, really, really important. And when we're not in spiritual alignment, 100%, like head to toe, mind, body, spirit, it can be really, really disorienting. And you may experience when you're not in that state of alignment that you're having so many questions that your brain, your heart, and your soul and your spirit cannot all get together. It feels like they're kind of at odds with one another. So your brain may have one thought, it may have old programming go through it. Your soul and your spirit is asking you to do one thing, and then your heart is telling you that something isn't possible. Your body may even get involved, it may respond. And that feeling of being misaligned is really, really powerful and really disorienting and really, really miserable as well. And so when we're not in that spiritual alignment and when we're having lots of questions about like, how does metaphysics fit into this? What's the next place in my journey? Can I really do this? Can I really develop my gifts? Then it means that that's a sign that we're not in alignment. That's a sign that we're experiencing so much friction in our spiritual lives that we can't quite get on board. We can't quite kind of land the plane, so to speak, of our souls. And so what does it mean to be totally 100% in spiritual alignment? When we are in spiritual alignment, all of those different parts that I mentioned, our hearts, our brains, our spirits, our souls, even our bodies, all really work together. Even when we don't have all of the answers, or we're in a little patch of life that may feel a little rougher, we absolutely know that we're doing the right thing because we are in alignment. So when we get in that place of alignment, it's like our soul that matches up with the thoughts in our brain. We're building our vibration, we're expanding our vibration, we're getting into a higher vibration so that we get into that place of total alignment. And we keep going up the scale, right? We keep on going up the mountaintop so that that alignment really starts to set off some fireworks in our lives. So when we go from the place of not being in alignment, so many different reasons, from old programming, old belief systems that we need to reevaluate. We're always at the beginning. We always say, well, I'm going to get started on my journey, or I'm going to develop that gift, or I'm going to start meditation, or we do it for a day or a week or a month, but then it falls by the wayside. So we never actually get anywhere. And when we do that, we actually increase the misalignment. We make the misalignment expand. It gets even bigger. So we're not ever helping ourselves get into that place of alignment. But when we start to kind of disenchant ourselves from the myth that we can't ever get in alignment, then it becomes a lot easier. When we do get in that place of alignment, we have this experience of all of these pieces coming together. And I know from all the amazing people I've gotten to work with that when they start to kickstart that intuitive process to really, really get in alignment, all the chips start to fall into place. Everything starts to make more sense. And the best thing that happens is that everything becomes just a little bit or a lot bit easier. That ease and that flow really kick into place. So we stop asking questions like, can I do this? What would this be like? Is this possible? And we start experiencing the possibilities. We start experiencing that we can absolutely be in a place of high alignment, that we can be totally spiritually aligned. And then we can start to actually explore what our gifts are. We can actually start to use them. We can actually start to be at peace and use those in service to ourselves and in service to others. So that's that piece of the spiritual alignment that's a huge, huge benefit. We start to just feel a lot better. Everything becomes more easeful. And so if you have questions about the spiritual alignment, if you're wanting to know how to do this in your own journey, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you, talk about what it would be like to kickstart that alignment for you. You can also comment below, of course, and I read all the comments. And I hope this is making sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Reach out if you're wanting to experiencing more alignment in your own life. I will talk to you soon.